Our first testimony is from Hailey Danielle Hardin. Hailey is the daughter of Danny and Leslie Hardin. She has attended LCA for 15 years. Hailey is a member of LCA's chamber choir and has served as the women's choir chaplain. In addition, during high school, Hailey has participated in LCA's women's choir, Aquila, all-state chorus, dance team, musicals, and cabaret. Hailey is a member of Southland Christian Church. Her plans include attending the University of Kentucky and pursuing a degree in psychology. Please join me in welcome Hailey Hardin.
If there is one thing that I have learned in high school, it's Proverbs 3:6. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. I have gone to LCA since I was in preschool, so right off the bat, I knew that Jesus was my Savior and my friend. When I was younger, I didn't put too much thought into my faith. I prayed when I was told, and I spoke up when I had the answers. I was baptized when I was 9, even though I'm not sure I knew exactly how important that was. As many of you may know, I was adopted into the most loving and God-honoring family you will ever meet. I believe that God handpicked this family for me. This detail of my life has been the source of confusion and joy. For many years, I ignored the blessing that God has given me, and I was angry. I was angry with God for making me complicated and for creating me unwanted, when the reality is the exact opposite. As I started to get older, the reality that I was different from most kids set in. I had a completely different story than most of my friends, and I viewed my adoption story as something to hide and a burden. As I moved into high school, I found it easier to talk about my adoption to my friends and my family. As I began to understand more of my story, it raised a lot more questions. I looked for the answers to these questions by trying to validate myself. Whether that be in my schoolwork or my friendships, I was always trying to prove something to everyone. Junior year is when I began to realize that the answers to my questions could not be found in myself, but could be found only in God. At this point, I had people in my life who were constantly pouring into me and leading me to Jesus. I started to rededicate my life to him, and I started to surrender myself over to him, which has taken a lot of prayer and dedication. It is no coincidence that the people who influenced me the most came from LCA. From the students to the teachers and faculty, I have been truly blessed. I can honestly say that being at this school has pushed me to fall on God when I couldn't bear the weight on my own. I am thankful to have been placed in a school where I can always be held accountable and always asked to lean on God. The things that I will take with me to college aren't necessarily the academic skills I have learned, but the faith I have acquired while being here. It has always been the little things I have learned here that have had such a huge impact, such as Mr. Merz's devotions on Mondays, little chats with Coach Siemens, Bible study with Mrs. Kett, and learning with my choir. These things have really brought me closer to Jesus in this past year especially. The most important things about your faith will be revealed to you in the simplest of ways. Cherish them. Thank you.